Hey everybody, for those of you who have just joined my YouTube channel, I'm Donna-Leigh Perfect. I am an international keynote speaker on the topics of resilience, domestic violence and bullying, and I'm also a 3 times published author. And I found myself in a situation unexpectedly where September last year I had to move in to my Van Halen, and live. And recently, my son's mother's group we had our 25th anniversary, and I was actually quite surprised when I shared this with other friends that not many people actually knew even what a mother's group was and had the experience of the joys of a mother's group and the incredible support that provides, especially first-time mums. So my son's 25 and all of the children in our mother's group are now 25, and they were all born within days of each other or on the same day in Manly Hospital on the northern beaches of New South Wales. During that time, while we were in hospital, we got the opportunity to connect as mothers and share and, just experience motherhood for the first time. And then we reconnected again when we went to the baby clinic locally in Harbour. And we decided that we would create a mother's group, and we caught up every week, I think it was, or it might have been every fortnight, at one of the mothers' homes. So we had turns, we rotated, and we had turns at hosting and putting on like a morning tea or a lunch, and all of the mums would come around with their babies, and it would just give us a chance to talk about any kind of challenges we were having, share the milestones, and just support each other and through the good and the bad. And it was just the most incredibly supportive group, and the age difference between the mums was also really incredible. So we had mums for the first time in their 20s, and then mums for the first time in their 40s, and every age in between. And so recently we had the opportunity to celebrate 25 years.
Yes, 25 years!
And we are called the Hardboard Hooligans, which I think is a really cool name. And we have a messenger group chat, and we are able to connect and just talk about life. And anyway, we decided that we would celebrate by going out for dinner, and these women are just an incredible bunch of supportive, loving, compassionate, caring women that have been through their own life challenges, and still to this day we are there for each other and we have each other's back. And each and every one of these women are still in the same relationships. They're still married, and a lot of them are still in their original home when we connected 25 years ago. And I have to say that it was really confronting for me to be the odd one out, the single mum, the mum that was living in a van. And these mothers have careers, great jobs, they're financially secure, they're in beautiful homes, they're in relationships, marriages, and they're safe, secure, loved, all those beautiful things which we all deserve. And I just found it really confronting that I was the single woman that was living in a van, and I never ever imagined myself to be in this situation at my age. And there was no judgment from any of them. They were interested to try and understand what life would be like for me in a van, and I think that's incredibly difficult to try and understand if you haven't been in the situation. And they had questions about my safety, about life on the road, the uncertainty, the transience of it, how it happened, why I'm living in a van. And I opened up and shared a lot of that during this celebration. And I found it really quite confronting, and I'd have to say at times I was a little embarrassed. I felt a little bit like a failure. Like, what happened to me? What choices and decisions did I make in my life to be in this situation? And it's not something that I ever would have imagined or hoped for myself. There were parts where they thought it was exciting and adventurous and something that they may want to consider exploring themselves at some stage, but I don't think to the level where they would be living solo in a van. Most often people in relationships consider investing in a beautiful motorhome and taking a year off work and travelling together, exploring Australia, exploring overseas, and travelling in a van, travelling in a motorhome or a caravan. And it's a bucket list thing for a lot of people. And so maybe start thinking about my bucket list. And I've often called it the fucket list, actually. My bucket list at the moment is to continue facing my fears, to continue growing, to continue healing, to continue exploring and getting out there and having adventures every day, meeting new people, being able to travel overseas with somebody that I love and care about. I think, going to music festivals, exploring this country, Australia, and doing the big lap and upgrading my van, having a bigger, more comfortable van would be on my bucket list. Speaking on the stage more, sharing my books, grandchildren are on my bucket list. I guess we all have bucket lists, and I would love to hear what's on your bucket list. So please share in the comments some of the things that you have on your bucket list and what you want to achieve in your life. I hope some of the stuff that I share on my channel is helpful to you. If it is, please share it with others. Please subscribe so I can produce more content, and I hope you too are having a fulfilling, meaningful and adventurous life, whether it's van lifing or whether it's living on a boat or whether you're in a house. Peace out.